We are at 3875 Quarton Boulevard. I wanted to get a visual picture of this for you, Jeff, on what we're having marketability issues with this property. As you can see that it's, and I'm going to go out to the street side so you can really see where the issues are. This is the property, but the bigger issue, and as I'm going to turn around and face, is this is what the problem is. This is our easement. This is our easement to get to the property. We're on a busy street and it's covered by shrubbery. We have no driveway. The driveway is actually the neighbor's property, which I'm approaching. This is our easement, a one-track easement to get our car through to the backyard of the, to the front yard of our property. So here we're walking into the driveway of the neighbor's home, which is right here. This is their property. As you can see, it has a much better curb appeal. It's much more updated, newer. So this is where you can get into the property at. You cannot. There is no driveway, and they all have rights to this land that is right here in front of the house. So this is the land that is covering the visibility of the house, the curb appeal of the house from the street. You can't see it from the street. And this is, again, this is the driveway that you are led to get to the house. So I'm walking out into the street so you can see exactly how the house looks from the street. And the obvious bigger issue is that we have a driveway right here that we're going through that the actual subject property does not have. This is the driveway of the house to get to the house. And again, this is the neighbor's property, and I'll give you another look from right here. This is the house, the neighbor, and this is the house you can see from the street. And we're walking out now into the street. Now, as you can see, we're on a busy street, and this is the house. Now, this right now we're going into is the actual view of the house from the street. As you can see, you cannot see the house whatsoever because everyone shares this land right here. Now, the neighbor has said before she might not have an issue down the road of selling some of that vacant, some of the land to possibly do a driveway, but it's also owned by this brand new home on this side of the property. So you have very nice and exclusive homes in this area, but our property is land-wise is not able to do that. So this is the looks like it could be a 4,000 square foot newer built home that's adjacent right next door to ours. But as you can see, as we go this way, you cannot. This is where the house is actually located, right here. So we can't see the house at all from the street. All you can see is the shrubbery. And we're located on the busy street. And again, this is where we're going to have the major problem. The buyers that have come by the house have looked at the house, couldn't find it originally, but when they do find it, they're very surprised to see that this house is only way to get to the house is through the neighbor's yard. Now, as you can see, we have a great lake view over here. So this is a very nice area. But this property is extremely unmarketable because of the fact that the land restrictions on it and the fact that there's no functioning driveway here. So again, we're on the street and we are walking into the driveway again. And again, you can see there are the mailboxes. That's the only way you can identify the 3875 is the actual address of where we're going. And I am waiting across the street. As like I said, this is a busy traffic street. Cars are coming. And so again, this is the only way you can get to the house. We have we're walking through the driveway. Imagine driving to this. This is you look at this house, which again is in very nice condition, updated, newer concrete. The owner of this house actually has a daycare center here. So she has the rights to, as you can see, the parking right here. And this is the way we get to our house. So we're walking past this house. and we're walking through the walking through the driveway, and when this concrete ends, right here where this concrete ends is where the easement begins, and this is the only way you can get to the house. There's one lane, meaning that even if someone bought this land and wanted to tear down the property and build a new home, they couldn't really get any construction trucks or anything like that in this area, because you can only park 3 cars, I believe, and it's only one lane, which the neighbors made it very clear she's not going to allow anyone to disturb what she has going on, because she has cars parked here. It's part of her business, and it clearly says employee parking only. So it's a daycare center, and we have, like I said, this is our 1-lane easement to the house, and this is our home. Again, an older style home. The actual house itself would not be a problem if there wasn't the easement wasn't on here. People would probably tear this home down and build a newer home like the one next door. The land is valuable, the location is very desirable, but the fact is that the land restriction is severely hurting the marketability, and I felt like I wanted you to see this with your own eyes, what I'm dealing with as far as why it suggested such a low sales price, because to be honest, the person probably most interested in this home would be the neighbor, because she would probably either tear it down and just use it for her own business, but it would be very hard for someone else to pull into this house and know the only way they can get to it is through the neighbor's house, and they would have limited amount of people that can come visit them here because of the restrictions with the cars. So I just wanted to point this out to you, just to give you a visual of the property. So I hope that this is a little bit more helpful as to why I was suggesting that sales price, but I wanted you to see this all visually for yourself and get a good look again at that easement. That's the only way we can get into this house. So hope that this has been helpful. Bye-bye.